Day 2 of the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. Here is a live look right now at the United Center, where more political heavyweights took the stage tonight. The theme was a bold vision for America's future, and Arizonans were among the speakers throughout the day. The headliner this evening was former President Barack Obama.
We have a chance to elect someone who has spent her entire life trying to give people the same chances America gave her. Someone who sees you and hears you and will get up every single day and fight for you. The next president of the United States of America, Kamala Harris.
Also taking the stage, former First Lady Michelle Obama and Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff. States held a ceremonial roll call vote tonight, and a DJ played a different song as each state was introduced. Here is the Arizona roll call to the song Edge of 17 by Phoenix native Stevie Nicks.
Arizona, how do you cast your vote?
Buenas tardes from the Grand Canyon state of Arizona, the future of the Democratic Party, where we've been bringing the heat since 2020, electing Democrats up and down the ballot. Our diverse coalition is proud to cast our 85 votes for Kamala Harris.
And that's Arizona Democratic Party Chair Yolanda Bejarano. Democrats across the country previously held a virtual roll call to nominate Kamala Harris for president. That is rapper and Atlanta native Lil Jon firing up the crowd as Georgia held its roll call. After California held its roll call, Harris addressed the DNC tonight from a rally in Milwaukee.
The delegates at the Democratic National Convention, well, they just completed their roll call. And they have nominated Coach Walz and me to be the next Vice President and President of the United States of America.
And Fox 10's John Hook is covering the DNC for us this week. He joins us live now in Chicago with more. John, it was quite a night there.
It was, Mark, and it was really a night for the Obamas. That was the big headliner tonight. Barack Obama, the former president, former First Lady Michelle Obama. And Barack Obama began by thanking Joe Biden for his service. He said he was proud to call him a friend, proud to have served with him. And he said the torch has clearly been passed now to Kamala Harris.
The torch has been passed. Now it is up to all of us to fight for the America we believe in. And make no mistake, it will be a fight. For all the incredible energy we've been able to generate over the last few weeks, for all the rallies and the memes, this will still be a tight race in a closely divided country. And I believe that's why if we each do our part over the next 77 days, if we knock on doors, if we make phone calls, if we talk to our friends, if we listen to our neighbors, if we work like we've never worked before, if we hold firm to our convictions, we will elect Kamala Harris as the next president of the United States.
That was the political part of the speech from the former president. What was interesting was this harkened back, and I covered it, in 2004 when Barack Obama burst on the scene as an Illinois state senator, age 43 at the time. And he came out with the, there's not a red America, a blue state America, there's the United States of America. The second part of this speech really appealed to America's better angels, as Barack Obama really played elder statesman, trying to kind of heal some divide that's within the country. It was so interesting to hear it and see him 20 years later, now 63, and still can throw a fastball. He wowed this crowd tonight. But unfortunately, he had to follow the most popular Democrat. He's number 2. His wife, Michelle, is the most popular Democrat in America. She preceded him and said that Democrats need to take this momentum and elect Kamala Harris.
the contagious power of hope. The anticipation, the energy, the exhilaration of once again being on the cusp of a brighter day. The chance to vanquish the demons of fear, division, and hate that have consumed us and continue pursuing the unfinished promise of this great nation, the dream that our parents and grandparents fought and died and sacrificed for. America, hope is making a comeback.
Michelle Obama was also very warmly received here. There are still a lot of people in this hall who would love to see her run for president. So far, she's shown no appetite for that. The second gentleman, Doug Emhoff, Kamala Harris's husband, he also spoke tonight, and it was very personal, talking about her kind of taking over this blended family, and he spoke about that tonight.
I'm so proud of how you're stepping up for all of us. But that's who she is. Wherever she's needed, however she's needed, Kamala rises to the occasion. And she did it for me and our family. And now that the country needs her, she's showing you what we already know. She's ready to lead.
It's really interesting to watch Barack Obama tonight. The former president kind of stepping up in that statesman role. The first part of the speech was very political, talked about Trump, blasted Trump, talked about why you need to vote for Harris. But then later in the speech, it was really conciliatory about how Americans, as divided as they may be, have much more in common than they don't have in common. And that was a really interesting message that put a hush on this crowd. It was an interesting reaction. People were really taking it in, taking his words seriously.
And he also took time tonight to thank and sort of praise President Biden.
Yeah, no doubt. He started off with that, said he was proud to serve with them, but more importantly said he's proud to call him a friend. Now, as we all know, there are reports out there that Barack Obama, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, that these were key people in getting Joe Biden to step back, reassess, and eventually drop out. There's no getting around that. That's been out there. The reporting's been out there. But tonight, Obama was very conciliatory towards Joe Biden. And now he says that Kamala Harris is the one to carry on the torch.
And if the past is prologue, John, there may be a book eventually about exactly how this all went down. Thanks for your coverage tonight, John, from Chicago. We will see you tomorrow, of course. Republican Mesa Mayor John Giles is supporting Kamala Harris for president and Tim Walz for vice president. Giles spoke tonight at the DNC.
The grand old party has been kidnapped by extremists and devolved into a cult. The cult of Donald Trump. Trump doesn't know the first thing about public service. Like a child, he acts purely out of self-interest. John McCain's Republican Party is gone, and we don't owe a damn thing to what's been left behind. So let's turn the page. Let's put country first. Let's put adults in the room where our country deserves.
And I think the time has come.
And Mayor Giles is a co-chair of the Arizona Republicans for Harris Advisory Committee. Another Arizona Republican for Harris is Stephanie Grisham. The former Trump White House press secretary resigned on the day of the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. She also spoke tonight in Chicago.
When I was press secretary, I got skewered for never holding a White House briefing. It's because, unlike my boss, I never wanted to stand at that podium and lie. Now here I am, behind a podium, advocating for a Democrat. And that's because I love my country more than my party.